Pretty beat up. I mean, as far as injury, obviously he's happy. We had the big weekend, but a lot of soreness, and it's starting to get sore in other areas as it heals. You find new areas that have a little bit of issue, but we'll treat it appropriately. He's not going to do anything on the court today. We'll kind of reevaluate day by day, closer to Thursday.
With the success you guys have been having here in the last few weeks, do you allow yourself to embrace that at all, or do you have to grind? Do you just have to stick your head down and grind?
Yeah, you've got to keep grinding and moving on to what's next. But we've been through so much. I've mentioned that multiple times, that you do have to kind of show the guys that you're enjoying the fruits of their labor, and they need to see that we're having fun and enjoying it with them. Otherwise, it becomes a grind for them. And yet the balance is making sure that they stay, humble, which they will, because that's the kind of character they have, but focused on what's next. And we said before the UCLA game, that we haven't really spent a lot of time on the failures of the past, so we can't spend a lot of time on the successes of the past. You got to stay in the moment. Our guys have done a nice job of buying into that so far.
Coach, you got to just talk about the challenge that both Arizona schools present this weekend.
Yeah, I haven't looked a lot at Arizona, obviously, because Arizona State's first. Just a very physical team on both sides of the ball. They really have a lot of talent and athleticism. They put you on their heels by attacking. But they've had some struggles too, to where defensively, they've ebbed and flowed. But they're a dangerous team. They play really well at home. And I know after their loss at Stanford, they're going to have their hair on fire, ready to come out Thursday. So it's going to be a real challenge. And Arizona gotten off to a great start. They've done a really nice job with the guys that they have, getting them to play at their optimum level, and that's going to be a challenge as well. So the thing for us is, we played well last year in Tempe and in Tucson. Our guys are hungry because they felt like we let that one slip away against Arizona State. So we should be confident, heading in there. And we know it's going to be a great crowd, but you look at, how we played at Oregon with a great crowd. St. Louis was a great test for us. Winning at Long Beach, not a lot of Pac-12 schools go there for a reason. So we've had some success on the road, and that's why we put that schedule in place heading into this season. So it certainly shouldn't intimidate us.
Is there anything unique about playing at Arizona State outside the teams that you're facing?
Obviously Arizona has one of the best environments, with the sellouts at McHale. It's a great place to play, but unique beyond that, it's a conference opponent, so it's just like any other road trip, really, as far as that goes. I'm not into all that mystique and all that stuff. There's a proud tradition. They've done a great job, and for us, it's just a little extra motivation. It'd be a great place to get a win.
What about Arizona State's curtain of distraction?
I don't really think a whole lot of that. It's kind of a cute deal that they came up with, but I'm not sure that really has a lot of impact. It sure should.
Well, you guys are tremendously in the free throw line.
Knock on wood, yeah. We've got to keep that going. We challenged our guys there over Christmas break to put more focus and make yourself. You got to play mental games. Like, you can't just do shooting drills and be okay with missing 5 threes in a row. You got to challenge yourself and get that competitive switch flipped. And I think our guys have done that, especially from the free throw line. And hopefully we get it going from the 3-point line too.
Wayne, you mentioned the win at. Go ahead.
Are you pushing free throws any differently in practice?
Nope. No. Just like what I said. We just, I don't know if it was 3-4 weeks ago, challenged our guys to put more focus on it, challenge themselves mentally to not miss. I know it helped when we got your best free throw shooters going there more and making them, and kind of gives some confidence to the rest of the guys. I know Warren and Kyler were upset after the USC game. I think they were the only guys to have missed them. But as a group, they're getting more confident because I think they're putting a little more focus there. But as far as doing any newfangled thing in practice, you shoot them with for punishment, you shoot them for pressure, you make your teammates run if you miss yourself. There's all kinds of, but we've not really varied from what we've done over the years.
Wayne, you talked about that Civil War win, in hostile territory. How do you think that's maybe helped the confidence and kind of mental toughness of the group heading into two really tough places?
Well, hopefully it adds to it. That we've been on the road, and in the way we won. We said after that game, I don't know if we said it publicly, but if we win that game by 25, I don't know that we learned as much from it than the way we did.
What did you see out of G last week, and what more do you think you can get out of it this week?
G's, he brings experience, he brings the physicality, but we've got such great rim protection when Warren and Kyler are in there. We're telling G he's got to give us that same thing. Now, is he the shot blocker? No, but with his physicality, protecting the rim, taking charges, you see how good some bigs are getting. Drew got really good at this a year ago. If you're not going to block the shot going straight up inside of that arc, and they hit that big body, they're not going to be able to finish. So those are some of the things that he's got to continue to work on. But he's a big part of this thing, man, and there's no coincidence that since he's been healthy, even though the minutes and the numbers, it's beyond that. What he brings as far as a level of confidence when we know that he's in the lineup has been huge.
Your team's field goal percentage is roughly what it was last year, but the points are up. Do you credit that to getting out in transition more?
Yeah, we talked about our defense. We're turning it into offense better than we have in years past. And guys are shooting it at a better clip. I think we're near the top of the league in field goal percentage, and that's something our teams, when we're right, wherever we've been, has been a telling stat as well as the defensive numbers. So having a guy like Kyler, I think he's one of the best finishers at the rim out there. Really helps, and then when you got guys like Ethan and Trace that can get there and score at the rim, helps those numbers as well. Now we got to get the 3-point numbers up. All right.